So, welcome, my friends, to this group coaching call. Can you hear me all right? Good.
Yes, yes.
Thank you. Thank you. So, my name is Christian Flem, and I'm broadcasting from northern Norway. And today's topic will be the power of love. I'll just take a sip of water. Let's start. So, just take a few deep breaths. Try and breathe as best you can with your belly. You can make the out breath longer than the in breath if you can. And just allow yourself to arrive in this moment. This here and this now. Could you allow it to be okay to be you in this moment? And could you just allow yourself to be as you are right now? As we go deeper. And could you just allow this moment to be as it is? Just feel your breath going in and out. Feel the weight of your body on the surface you're sitting on or lying down on. Feel your clothes on your skin. Feel the air on your skin. Check and see if there's anything or anyone you're wanting to control right now, to change. Could be something you want to go your way. Could be somebody you wish were behaving differently. Could be wanting to control yourself. And could you let go of that sense of lacking control? And check and see if there's more of that. Wanting control, lacking control. Perhaps it's wanting to figure out what to do. Perhaps you're looking in your mind over and over for an answer, not finding it. However way you are wanting control, could you let go of that sense of lacking control, of not having it? And check and see if you can get in contact with the love inside of you. And could you let go even more of wanting control as you open to love? And allow that love to correct everything as best you can. And check and see if there's any sense of lacking approval and wanting to have it. Could be lacking your own approval. Could be wanting to be respected, wanting to be loved, wanting to be validated, wanting to be included. And could you let go of that sense of lacking approval? And check and see if you can find any disapproval inside. Could be about the person, could be about yourself, could be about a situation or a thing or a pet. And just allow yourself to feel into that disapproval. And could you just let go of the disapproval? And if there's more of that disapproval, could you let that go? Just a gentle opening, allowing it to leave you. And could you let go of even more disapproval? And could you open up to the love that is always present? Could you give yourself some love and approval for being just as you are in this moment? Could you even open up to being love itself? And check and see if there's any sense of being unsafe coming up for you in this moment. Could be about politics, could be about a situation in the home, could be about money, health, could just be a general feeling of anxiety. And could you just feel into that, open up around it, give it space, and allow it to leave very gently. And check and see if there's more of that sense of anxiety, fear, worry. Could you let go of that sense of being unsafe? And could you very gently open up to more love in your life? And if you can get in touch with that love, can you allow it to expand? Can you just give yourself even more to love and silence? And when you're ready, you can open your eyes if they're closed. And just try and let this love be with you as we continue the call. So the floor is now open for sharing of gains or insights. Anybody has a question? If anybody needs some releasing assistance, you can press the raise hand button. If you can't see that, then it's under the reactions tab or the more button. And I think it's also, you have to dial *9 if you're on a phone, if I remember correctly. And you can also type in the chat.
Hello, Christian.
Hello.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you for that. That general release, it really spoke to me. It was wonderful.
Okay, good.
Yeah, thank you.
Happy to hear that.
And I do want to share a game, and not a lot of backstory, but I've been mourning a lot the death of my sister, my older sister. And some days are different. Every day is different, and there's just a lot going on. And this morning, I woke up just feeling more like myself. I felt happier, and it just feels like a direct result of releasing.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, just very subtle, but no, but not so subtle. I mean, I made my bed for the first time in I don't know how long. I just felt, I woke up to exercising, to somebody on YouTube. It's just, I could feel and see the shift.
Oh, oh, oh.
Yeah. So, yeah, I just wanted to share that.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes it just comes by itself when you release and you suddenly.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what happened. I mean, I just kind of woke up not anticipating anything. Yeah. So it was just there. For
Wonderful.
and I think what's so wonderful about it is that it's for no real apparent reason. There was nothing externally that was triggering joy in any way. It was just my natural state. I mean, it was just there. So, yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Mm.
Beautiful game. Do you need to do some releasing about anything, or how does it feel?
I do, but I think I just wanted others to have a chance to kind of release or to kind
Yeah.
of share a little bit. But yes, I do. And
Okay.
I'll come back to it.
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay. 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 Sure. Thanks for raising your hand.
sure.
Okay. So anyone else? Would like to share anything? Get some assistance? Feel free to raise your hand. Or just unmute yourself or type
Okay.
something in the chat. Oh,
My name's Evelyn. I can't find the raise hand, which is very unusual because I'm usually pretty good at all this reaction stuff, but I can't find it. Anyway, I just wanted to say that I also had a game this week. It's not easy to, I just have different problems and have been struggling with long COVID and so I've been doing releasing calls for I don't know how long, and then I took a break. And I started last week, and I had a very intense support call on Monday,
okay.
And I have somatic reactions. So I woke up on Tuesday morning actually in pain. My bones hurt.
Uh-huh.
And this was just like a moment where I thought, oh, I'm really sick. I'm really sick. And then it just released. And I had the feeling, oh, this is like, the body releasing something.
Uh,
And since then I'm just very functional. I've gotten stuff done. That it's just amazing. I called people and done things and I'm just kind of amazed, and I attribute this to the releasing. Yeah. So
Beautiful.
thank you to everybody.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing. I think it's sometimes like that when you're healing, that sometimes more pain can come up. So it's
Yes.
yeah.
Well, I have a long history of healing crisis. I could tell you quite terrible things, but this was just momentarily, and I had never felt my bones. That was something completely new. And I felt my entire skeleton and it just hurt. I can't explain it any other way. And it was just like, I don't know, 1 minute, 2 minutes, and then it was gone. And I felt, oh, it's beautiful. It's gone.
Wow. That's
Mm.
very cool. Thanks for sharing.
Okay, thank you for listening.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, many beautiful sharings today. So we just listen to the silence together a little while. And people can raise their hand and mute themselves. Type in the chat if there's something. And
I'd like some assistance.
okay.
Yeah. This morning, I'm sorry. It's only maybe it's not morning for everyone else, but
No, it's all kind of it's
yeah,
actually
right. Well,
yeah.
it's all an illusion anyway, in terms of time, in terms of space. So I'm just using words here.
No problem.
Um, but in your general release, what came up for me was my difficulty in reconcile just in my relationship with my younger sister. She's really quite explosive, and since my older sister passed away, it was just the three of us. It's just been really difficult. And there's some legal paperwork that needs to be completed, and she's the trustee, and she doesn't know really what that means, and the accounting that has to, so it came up this morning, and I really would like to release around it. And I am trying to control the situation because the longer we wait to file these papers, there are penalties.
Okay.
And I'm just clueless. I have no idea of what to do or what needs to happen next. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So could you first just notice that sense of urgency?
Mm.
And could you notice any wanting to do anything with or because of that? Could you notice the sense of the personal in it?
Yes.
And is there a sense of lacking control over the whole thing?
Lacking control of being able to control her, my inability to get her to
Okay.
take action. Yes.
Okay. So could you let go of wanting to control her?
Yes.
And even more. Just could you? Just the wanting. What's there now for you?
This you mentioned something in the release about disapproval. So that really resonated with me. My disapproving of myself as well as disapproving of my sister.
Okay.
Yeah.
So could you just give yourself permission to feel into the disapproval?
Yes.
Could you notice how personal that feels?
Yes.
Could you notice that it's just a happening?
No, it feels I'm pretty attached to it.
Okay.
Feels like me.
Could you let go of wanting control through disapproval? If that resonates.
Oh, okay.
And could you let go of disapproving? You might ask yourself if that disapproval is helping in any way.
It's not, no.
So could you let the disapproval go?
Yes.
Could you let it go even more?
Yes.
And just check and see if you're keeping any kind of disaster in mind when you think about this situation. Any negative, if you keep holding a negative outcome in mind.
A small one, but
Okay.
yes.
So could you let go of holding that outcome in mind?
You know, the mind is trying to be logical here.
Okay.
There's a penalty if you don't file these papers.
Uh,
So yeah, that's the negative outcome, is that the penalty grows as we postpone.
okay. So could you let go of resisting that penalty?
Well, making the penalty real. How do I know what will happen? How do I know that there aren't extenuating circumstances? I'm just focusing on the penalty, the negative outcome.
Okay.
It could be anything. The outcome could be anything.
So
Yeah.
could you let go of resisting negative outcome?
Yes.
Could you open to the possibility of a positive outcome, however it might come to?
It just happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The possibility.
And check and see if you can get in touch with the love inside of you right now.
Mm. For myself and for Brenda, my sister. Yeah.
So could you send some love to your sister?
Mm.
You know, Larry Crane from the Release Technique, he wrote the book. I guess it's from Lester, but probably originally. Love yourself and let the other person have your way. So, so could you open to loving yourself?
Yes.
Could you love your sister?
Yes, I do. Mhm.
And could you send some love to the whole situation?
Yes.
Could you allow that love to correct the situation?
Yes, to be present. Yeah, for me, yeah, to be present. Yeah,
Mm.
yes.
No, I've seen situations being changed dramatically by just loving
Mhm.
without much action. Suddenly the situation changes, the person changes, whatever. So could you open even more to the power of love assisting you in this?
Yes. You know, it feels like the only one that's needing change is me and how I'm projecting.
Okay.
Yeah, my sister is just like me, just believing her thinking, her thoughts, just like me.
Yeah, that's what we all do.
So the situation is perfect just the way that it is. And maybe it's just me that needs to kind of come up to see that love is the answer. Just opening to that
Yeah.
for myself, for her, the situation. No right, no wrong. Just inviting love
And
to
sometimes wanting to control somebody creates resistance in them.
absolutely.
For sure, you know. So
Yeah.
that sense of wanting, just the wanting control.
Yeah.
Could you let that go?
Yes. Wanting to be right, which makes her wrong.
Hmm. Would you rather be right or would you rather be happy?
How do I know what right is? What's that? I don't even I act like I know, but I don't know what that is. So yeah, I'd rather the love, yeah,
Okay.
as the solution, as the answer. Yeah, yeah.
Could you just choose love?
Lovely.
Yeah. Mhm.
Thank you for helping me to get there. Yeah.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Mhm. Lovely.
Do you feel complete?
Complete. Absolutely. Yeah.
Thanks for raising your hand.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So we have
Evelyn.
yes. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, hi, me again. I'm so grateful to Maxine because it really resonated with me. I've also there are also things that I've passed the deadline already, and so resisting the fine and all that resonated with me a lot. So thank you for that. And I also wanted to say for the group release at the beginning that I had never considered I do a lot of schlepping because of this tiredness I had from long COVID. So I forced myself. I said, you got to get this done. And I had never seen that as controlling myself. And that's what I liked. You talked about controlling oneself in your group release. So thank you very much for that too. So that's it. Just
Okay.
wanted to thank you.
Thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing.
There are a lot of gains today. That's
Mm.
pretty wonderful.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah.
That's
You
wonderful.
know, and I do want to say that really a lot of times, and I'm definitely guilty of this, and I guess that's why I'm saying it out loud, and that is that I can internally celebrate a gain or acknowledge a gain, but to take it outside of myself and just, write it, send it to you, but just, just jot it down maybe in a little journal or something. I think I think it's very empowering, or to talk about it, sharing it with
Oh,
others. I think it has such residual benefits, as opposed to just, sometimes I just kind of chuckle within myself, acknowledging the shift in attitude or whatever the gain may be. But sharing it is of real benefit. Yeah.
yeah,
I
definitely.
just,
We share
yeah,
it.
I just want to say that. Yeah.
As long as we're having a conversation here, so I understand it. I sometimes have to keep the gains to myself. It's not always sharing it is like giving it away sometimes. I've learned to sort of look inside of myself. Is it a moment to share it? Is that too much energy to the outside? Or do I have to keep it for myself? And sometimes I won't even write it down. It's I don't know. It's just and I find that very important to differentiate in between those different moments for myself. I found it because one of my issues in my life has always been to draw boundaries, and always telling gains or positive things is you are expending your energy in some way. And so it's been a wonderful learning experience. Just see, okay, there's a difference. There are moments where no, I not now. I don't know if I've made myself clear. Okay, thank you.
Just listen to your own inner wisdom.
Right, right. Hmm.
Thank you. So, but I still want to include, if anybody still feels like sharing again, no need, just do whatever feels right. But I'll share in the chat our link to our website and the place where gains can be shared. So, and of course, the most important thing is to listen to your inner wisdom. But when sharing gains, we multiply them in a way, I think, sometimes, if it is right to share them. So,
Catherine, would you like to say something?
Hello, I'm good.
Catherine's good. She's good.
Okay.
She sometimes likes just to hang out and release on her own. So that's totally okay.
Sure. I just want to.
Of course, of course. I'm very happy that people are participating because it's a very new thing. And as you can see, not so many people are coming yet. So I've had a few calls where only me, and I still just had a call and recorded something to have it for later.
You could publish it in the big group. You just put the time and the link for the register in the comments.
I am allowed to publish in the Sedona Method group.
Yes.
But not, and that I have done. But I am not. The thing is, I've taken the coach and teacher training with a lady called Kate Freeman. She was Lester's secretary for a while and a student. And she gives her own coach and teacher training. And with Hale, I'm only a facilitator. I've taken the facilitator training many times. So I'm not allowed to, there's many groups I'm not allowed to post as of yet. So I'm hoping to have the opportunity to take Hale's coach training eventually as well.
Okay. It was just a suggestion in the Sedona, because most of the, or a lot, but I guess they're allowed to, they publish their calls in that group, in the Sedona Method group.
Yeah, I have published this call in that group actually.
This call today,
Yeah, but I haven't. There's something wrong or something wrong, so my post gets deleted when I post it.
well,
I have to-
but that's what I'm trying to tell you. If you put a link in the main post, it will be deleted, or it will be it needs to be approved by one of the admins, and they don't check that very often. So you put the message about the meeting in the post, and you say the link is in the comment, and then you put the link in the comment, and then your post will go through because it doesn't have to be approved, and people will see the link in the comment.
Okay.
So Evelyn, which site are you referencing? Are you referencing the Facebook site, or are you referencing WhatsApp, or what are you?
I'm talking about the Facebook group.
Yes,
Facebook group.
that's all I'm asking. That's all. Yeah, I didn't know.
Group, yes,
Because I actually found you, Christian, on the WhatsApp group, and as of a few days ago, I checked it, and those posts are still there.
Yeah, I'm allowed to post in one of the WhatsApp groups.
I'm not on WhatsApp, for example. I don't own a smartphone, so I can't get on WhatsApp. So
I think it's also a good idea, Evelyn suggested, in terms of posting on, and I think you have posted on Facebook, haven't you?
I have posted on the Sedona Method group. I had to ask Delilah, who's an administrator, to post it for me.
I see.
But thanks for that. Then she wasn't aware. She didn't tell me that it was because you have a link in the main page. So then it's going to be easier to make a new post, because this time I just commented under my old post.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
but people won't see that. It's really, if you look at, I don't know if you know Paolo Thierry and Owen O'Donnell, I think his name is, and Status. That's how they post their Tuesday support calls.
Okay.
The way I instructed you. Yeah.
Okay. That's very helpful. That's very, very helpful. Thank you.
You're very welcome, and I hope it leads to more attendance, because it doesn't make sense if you're by yourself. I mean, okay, you can publish a recording, but kind of a shame,
Yeah. I have a Facebook group as well.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. I'm in your Facebook group.
You're in the group. Okay, good.
Yeah. Cool. Just giving you Facebook advice.
Well, Kristen, I definitely appreciate you being here, whether it's 3 people, 4 people, or just you and I. I just every opportunity. There's something about releasing live or being facilitated. There's something about that I just feel, for me, there's this way that I drop in deeper. I facilitate I release on myself all day, but something magical happens with that one-on-one.
I definitely can relate to that myself as well. So.
Yeah, I had an idea. Maybe it's a bad idea. Once upon a time, I guess it was 2021, I participated in a releasing marathon with Release Technique, and we started like 12 noon Eastern time on a Saturday, and we ended like 11 a.m. on Sunday. So everyone was welcome to come, and then hour by hour, different person facilitated, or every 2 hours. So if you wanted to stay on, you could stay on. It was a dial-in, it was by phone. But it was nice. Some people had some problems they really wanted to release on. So it was nice. You could either, the facilitator would ask questions if you wanted to stay in the main room, or there would be breakout rooms if you want to release with another person. So you don't have to do 24 hours, but I think maybe if you post something like, hey, bring an issue you want to work on, and maybe we'll do releasing on it for an hour or something. It's just a thought, because that attracted a lot of people.
Yeah, I have already this with topics. So I ask people if they want topics
Mhm.
for the calls. So, but
Right.
there hasn't been that much reply yet.
Mhm.
And I also have 3 more people that are with me in free flow recording, but they're all very busy right now.
Got it.
Really, really busy. But when they will have time to become more active, we could have a marathon.
Okay. Sounds good, because I know people who do Chris Dillard's classes, and I do them sometime too. So he
Yeah.
just ended his class, I think, last week, and he usually meets Thursdays at 12 noon, which is start time for your call here. So I will contact them and invite them
Yeah,
to
very
come
much.
join.
There's a contest right now in the Facebook group. Whoever invites the most people to the Facebook group
Yes.
will win a 1-hour coaching session. Whoever
Okay.
invites most people in June.
Yeah, I saw that in your group, in your Facebook group, Free Flow.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah. I don't have friends who do the Sedona method. So
Um,
so it'll take a while for me to participate in that.
um,
I saw it, yeah. Yeah.
These calls are also open to new people who don't know anything about releasing. I'm trying to
Yeah,
make, but I know.
I invited a friend. She doesn't know much about the Sedona method other than just through me talking about it. We would partner. I used to do Byron Katie's the work since 2006. And so we've been partners. She's in Australia, and that's the difficulty for her is the time difference. Most of the support calls um, for her happen during the middle of the night.
Mhm.
So it's just not really very convenient for her
Yeah,
time-wise. Yeah.
we might have other time eventually. And one of my other dreams is to invite all the releasing schools together for a event, for a releasing fest.
Mhm.
Release
That
technique,
would be
Sedona
great.
method, and how to releasing, and Chris Dillard, and Diane Stillwell, and all kinds of people who do releasing could have meet up together in Lester's memory and have
Wow, that would be wonderful.
that would be great.
Mm,
So
yeah. But with the Sedona method, they do have, speaking of not marathon, it's not a marathon, but they have, maybe it happens it's not a regular thing of like once a month or every 2 months or so, but they do periodically have 4 coaches that I think it's a 3 hour or 4, I think it's 4 hours, and they each take an hour, and the first 15 minutes it is a theme, like they talk about relationships, or they talk about health, and then for the rest of their assigned hour they facilitate others in releasing, but it lasts for 4 hours, and it's wonderful. It's just wonderful. So Katja right now is on vacation, and I asked her if anytime soon they were planning to get together and do another one, and she said after she returns, maybe in late summer they might do another one. So
On Tuesday, Owen said something like that. They might do that. But I think that's just for people who got together to do that But I think I mean you have support groups every day, right? I don't know if I'm Is this an echo?
Almost,
Yeah.
almost every day. I don't think that there's any sessions. I think there's one 30-minute session on Sunday,
Yeah.
but almost every day. Yes, pretty much.
And I think it's amazing. I mean,
It's
it's
wonderful. Yeah.
amazing. It's really, I feel so supported. I mean, sometimes I
Yes.
where I need a break, but I'm just really and always grateful. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. It's great for me. I'm relatively new to the Sedona method, and so it's just been so beneficial. I try, and I may not come to the call with any, like pressing issue, but just to be in the environment and the group releasing, it's such a benefit. And to be honest, the generosity of the facilitators speaks volumes for uh, the Lester's philosophy and how how people have just taken it to heart, and the generosity. It just speaks volumes. So it definitely helps and supports me. So yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I've been doing Byron Katie for her work since 2006. And as much as I've benefited and enjoyed it's so interesting. It was just a moment where I needed to do something else. And the Sedona method was just here. No comparisons necessarily, but just a continuation of the exploration of just releasing. Yeah. So
Yeah, I met Katie, and she has really wonderful, strong eyes. Very.
yeah, just love her. Yeah, just love her.
Who are you talking about?
Byron Katie. She's
Okay, I'm not a Byron Katie fan. No, not at all. Sorry.
Well, don't have to be, I mean,
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and
whatever.
I think that's really the richness. People have choices, people have preferences, and it's just a lot of support for people that seek enlightenment. So it doesn't, everyone doesn't resonate in the same way in terms of the path to that.
And it's
So
not always the right time. I mean, with Sedona, I'm kind of amazed. I mean, I read this in the book, The Secret, and I saw it in the movie. I don't know when that was, 2000 or what. And all of a sudden, about 1.5 years ago, it was time. It was just time to read the book and do it, and that's been that way with other methods I've tried and experienced. And then sometimes it's just over. Sometimes with some methods I say, okay, I rode that horse and now I need something else, it's very interesting. But I don't want to be keeping you the hour is over, so I don't
Oh,
know.
it's
oh,
this is set for 1 hour and 1.5 hour.
Oh, I see.
Or
Okay.
it's not a fixed end time, it's more
Oh,
depending on how
okay.
much.
Okay,
and I appreciate that, Christian. Yeah, just that openness, that flexibility. It's great. Yeah.
okay.
It's free flowing. So
All right, I didn't realize that. I was a little
I
worried.
get it. I get it. Free flowing. Got it.
uh, yeah, I'm just trying to have it open as long as it's needed and as long as I can myself. Yeah.
Thanks so much. Thanks. I came in at the right time. I have a class before this. So the fact that you go over a little, I feel is, what we used to say, a real gain, because I find the more I can expose myself to people on this same journey with the openness. And, I've always found Christian to be just really good at what he does. So thank you for being there.
Mhm.
I appreciate that. Can I ask you, Madeline, did you know Lester?
No, no, but I knew people, like, you know, I knew that group, Rick, Ralph, Kate, there's another wonderful one, Laura Lucille.
Oh yeah, I
Who
know
was-
her. I know her. Yeah.
Yeah, who was probably one of the first people I released with on a completely different, there used to be a group called Hootless, and I think it was based in England, in London.
Yeah,
And they've had
Hootless.com. They had a
speakers.
webpage.
Yeah,
Hootless.com.
are they gone now, Christian?
Yeah, she had to close. She many years ago, she didn't have money to continue the webpage, unfortunately.
Yeah, but it was where I met everybody who had been connected to Lester. And Laura, it's so funny, when my daughter heard her, she said, sounds like Ingrid Bergman, you know. She just, but she has this lovely voice, and I was ready to get off the phone. I was kind of shy, you know, to work in a group at that moment, and asked her my question, and she did. And then I said, oh, thank you. And she said, wait. She could feel that there was something more that I needed to release. And she just completely open-hearted. And at that time, I wasn't releasing continuously, but every time I did, it was just amazing to me. And my thinking was, oh, now I'm free forever, you know, and then the next wave would hit me. But one of the things that Ralph, who has meetings on Friday, who was one of Lester's original bunch, he said he would be at meetings with Lester, and they would be somewhere at the ranch or whatever, and he would be desperate and go, Lester, and Lester would walk right by him and say, release. He wouldn't get into any kind of discussion. He would, and he would be so frustrated, but that's what he did.
Mhm.
He
Well,
was-
you
he
know,
was-
oh, sorry,
Yeah.
go ahead.
No,
Sorry,
go ahead, dear.
Well, I was just going to say that Lucille is still working. She's in Southern California now. I don't,
Yes.
yeah, she's in Southern California now.
I
Yeah.
love her meditations. You can find them on YouTube.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, and she'll
So-
have clips of Lester as well.
So what's Ralph's last name? Does he do releasing as well?
Yes, he does
Oh.
Friday. If you're in the US, it's noon on Friday. And he's
What's-
very strict. He's very just release. He doesn't want to go into a lot of, you know, I mean, he's loving, but it's just release, the same way Lester taught him, you
Mm.
know, staying out of the stories. Plus, I have found too, every time I tell the story, it deepens the story for me.
Sure. Yeah,
You know,
same
so-
for me. Mhm.
Yeah, working with the feelings and with the wants
Mhm.
is how Ralph, you know, he'll listen, and, you know, but he'll just go back to, are you letting go? Are you
Mhm.
letting go?
His last
What's
name
his
is
last
Zeitlin.
name? I'm
Zeitlin.
sorry.
Zeitlin. Zeitlin.
Yeah, now he usually, when you go there, he likes you to have some basic knowledge of releasing, because I've sent people to him. Yeah. And he said, and if you come and you're not, you know, you haven't taken the basic course or something, he likes you to just hang out and listen for a few sessions.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. Well, everyone, this has been wonderful. I'm gonna have to go, but looking forward to next Thursday or the next time.
Yes, next.
So, yes,
good to meet you, Maxine.
absolutely. Yes, my pleasure. So
Nice
I
to meet
know.
you.
have a great weekend, everybody.
Yeah.
All right, take care, everyone.
I'm
Bye.
going to sign off too. So bye-bye. Thank you for everything. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right.
All right.
Well, now, yeah, there's just us chickens.
Yes, yes.
Oh, you got a haircut, Christian?
Yeah, it started with I got glasses.
Oh,
So I felt that I liked shorter hair better than
yeah.
longer hair.
Oh, great. Well, I'm so glad you're rolling, and I'm so glad even if I could get here for the last bit that I got to say hello.
Yeah. I'm gonna have a little like the theme of this calls, because I try to make themes for every call
Yes,
and cut out releases and
yeah,
advertising or whatever. So
yeah.
this today is love, so I'm gonna have a love release soon.
Oh, that's always good for me.
Okay, yeah.
Always. Thanks, dear.
Do you
See
have
you
anything,
soon.
you have anything you
Ciao.
need to work on?
Uh,
Uh,
maybe so, uh, I would like, yeah, safety and security, my family, finances, health, and yeah, thanks, Kristen.
yeah. Okay. So could you just feel into that sense of lacking safety and security?
Yeah, it brings up a lot of fear, and it's familiar. It's yeah.
So could you be with that fear?
I can't.
And what's the fear wanting?
A few $1 million.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, security.
so to paraphrase the release technique, could you let go of wanting a few $1 million so that you could have them?
There's movement.
Okay. See if you can just allow things to move even more. And see if you can give it all lots of space to move.
Yeah.
So what's there now?
A little better. There's still some kind of tightness in my chest, a little holding on here.
Okay. So could you just let go of the holding on?
Yeah. Better.
Better? Okay.
Yeah,
You feel good for now?
I do. Thank you so much, Christian.
Thank you. Thank you.
See you soon.
See you.
Is there anything you want to release?
What?
Is there anything you'd like to let go of?
I think I'm ready for a free flowing cleanup on love. I'm
Okay.
gonna, have some idea of where I'm gonna go, but I don't know how it will be. So just release along with my release, my facilitating. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Yes, it does. As Lester said, the best way to help yourself is helping others.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So thanks so much for being there.
Yeah. Thanks for coming.
See ya. Okay. Take good care. Ciao.
Ciao. So just think of a situation that is difficult for you. And could you just welcome the whole situation? Could you welcome any wanting related to that? Wanting approval, wanting control, wanting safety? Could you welcome any wanting to do anything with or because of that? And could you welcome that sense of identity in the whole thing? Could you let go of that sense of identification? Check and see. You can get in touch with any love inside of you. It could be love for a relative, a child, co-worker, a friend, a lover, boyfriend or girlfriend, husband or wife. And the personal love is often conditional. I love you if you do this. I don't love you if you don't do this. If you love me, I love you back. But the personal love is a gateway into the universal love, or a smaller reflection of that. So could you feel into that love you feel? Maybe you can tune into the words of this guy here on the picture, Guruji Srivast. He says, I love the way I love. So could you just love the way you love? And could you love the way you love even more? And could you get in touch with that pure love inside of you? That just loves. Could you get in touch with that love that loves without needing an excuse for loving? Can you allow that love to just love even more? And think again about that situation which were problematic, or which is problematic in your life. Can you allow that pure love to just correct that situation? Can you send some love to that situation? No matter how it is, how it appears to you, could you send some love to it? Could you just love the way you love? Could you love the love inside of you? And check and see if you're wanting to change or control that situation. Could you let go of wanting to control or change that situation? Could you let go of that sense of lacking control over that situation? Could you let go of that out of control feeling as you open up to the love inside of you? Could you just love the way you love? Could you take a step down and out of your mind and just send some love to the entirety of the situation and allow love to correct it? And check and see if there's any sense of disapproving of the situation. And could you very gently allow that disapproval to leave? Could you just allow it to melt away and be gone? And could you open to the love inside of you even more? And could you just love that love? And could you allow that love to shine on the whole situation? Could you surrender to that love and allow it to transform? And check and see if that situation stirring up some insecurity in you. Wanting security. And could you just open up around that and allow that to move? Could you allow it to loosen up and allow it to leave you? And could you open up to love? Could you again love that love? Could you allow that love to be your safety? Could you allow love to correct the situation? Could you give yourself to love? Could you allow love to expand? Could you allow the love to grow stronger? Could you allow that love to take over? Thank you.